Clark. I'm Kimberly Clark, and this is my face. Welcome to part 3 of my 5-part series of how to get this mug, the signature Kimberly Clark mug. Part 1 was my base, foundation, contouring, shaping, changing my facial structure. Part 2 was the kind of genesis of this eye look, the cut crease, the laying down of the glitter, the kind of, shaping all of that. And this video, brows. Now, I did these kind of like pumpkin spice defined bold brows is kind of what I'm calling them. They're just, these kind of like very bold, cartoony brows, which I really think like this type of brow suits me best when I'm going for like big eye looks like this with a lot of depth and dimension and glitter, and my hair's this big, it's always good to have kind of brows that, like bam, step up. Those brows, they stepping up brows. Vanity knows about them. Actually, she has some pretty wussy brows back there, but, we're not talking to her. So if you want to see how you get these gorgeous, ginormous pumpkin spice brows, stay tuned. So to start, I'm going to go in with my NYX Slim Eye Pencil in the shade Brown, and I'm just going to trace the outline of my brows. Now, I really don't have any method for doing this. I've just kind of figured out what shape works for my face over the years, and it turns out that it's this kind of wider in the center, tapering out towards the edge, kind of high arch shape. And then I'm just deepening the outer edges of this brow because, again, we're going for a very cartoony outlined brow look. Then I'm filling those brows in with my NYX Slide-On Eye Pencil in Golden Bronze. This is a very shimmery shade, but don't worry, we are going to be covering this with some other shadows to kind of take away the shimmer. I just love the tone of this pencil. It's going to give us that pumpkin spice undertone that I want. Then I'm taking a clean Morphe Vegan angled liner brush, and I am just blending all of this together. Just really smoothing out any kind of discrepancies in colors and really smoothing out the edges. Don't worry about getting too precise, we're going to clean up those edges in a minute. This is really where you get to sculpt that product into shape. Then I am taking a medium brown shade from the Kat Von D Shade and Light Eye Contour Palette on an e.l.f. angled liner brush, and I am just tracing the outline of my brows. Again, we're going for a very cartoony, bold outlined look, so this is going to be that deep color that is at the top and bottom edge of my brows. Then I am filling in the inner part of my brow with a lighter warm shade from that palette. And then I'm adding Succubus, which is a deeper red toned shade towards the outer part of my brow to create a nice ombre. Then I'm cleaning up underneath my brow using a Jane Iredale flat liner brush with my MAC W10 Full Coverage Foundation. And I'm being sure to blend it out. I'm doing the same thing over the top of my brow, but not going all the way towards the center, just starting right around my arch and towards the outer part of my brow. Again, blending it up and out. Then just doing a couple last minute touch-ups, just making sure those lines and colors are really clearly defined and blended, and making sure that ombre is perfect. And there you have it, the finished brow look, my cartoonish pumpkin spice over and underlined brows. Thank you for watching part 3. That was my brow demo. Part 4, the next video, is where I show you how to finish up the eye look. I show you how to do the liner and smudge out the lower lash line, add all the color, completing it, and applying lashes. Now, I think I have a kind of like very particular signature way of applying lashes to get this like extreme doe eye look. So be sure to check out that video. It's coming up next, part 4 in my series. Thank you so much for watching. Check out parts 1 and 2 of the series if you haven't already. Please check out my other videos. Give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I'm Kimberly Clark. Have a great day. Bye.